Welcome. This is Zangler, the Tesla semi advocate, and expanding my niche a little bit into covering all things Nevada and renewable energy. And today's video is called LFP USA LFG, as in let's freaking go. Tesla's recently announced battery energy storage system cell production facility is what we're looking at right now. And this is one of those nondescript, cookie cutter concrete buildings that are found all over the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center trick. And this is not one of those buildings. This is the Tesla Giga Semi high volume semi production factory, where they used a whole different technique to build this factory, which is probably like at least 3 times the size of one of those other buildings that we're looking at right now. And that right there is the Tesla semi pilot production building at 550 Milan. Across the street and west on the right is the new LFP factory. That new LFP factory is the middle building, and it is, Tesla has mentioned that it will produce 10 gigawatt hour of lithium iron phosphate batteries for use in the megapacks, battery energy storage systems, and also the home, potentially also the home Powerwall. Look how busy that the space all around that factory is, in what is normally either areas for trucks to back into a fulfillment center. When these buildings are used as a fulfillment center, as you see in the top, that's your normal use of one of these buildings. And this is what Tesla decided to do. They are crammed in a labyrinth of battery cell production equipment. I had speculated a couple months ago that potentially this is where the LFP production would go. As you probably know, Tesla purchased this equipment from CATL to build these. It was unused. It was an unused production line, and with it, they're bringing LFP battery production to the United States, which is very important in these geopolitical times with ever-changing tariff strategy, which by all accounts is not conducive to any company trying to formulate a 1, a 5, and a 10-year execution plan. These batteries are cobalt and nickel free, and it's important to educate all of you, the public. I think most of you watching this know that EV batteries can be recycled by a neighboring company called Redwood Materials. And now Redwood Energy, they're actually using end-of-life EV batteries for a standalone battery energy storage system to power AI computers not far from here. Anyways, the massive number of cars parked alongside this road and in that parking lot, and there's a parking lot down below, and there's a parking lot up at the Giga Semi with a shuttle van that is bringing people down to this factory. There is a lot going on inside this factory, and the video from Tesla showed that they're either near or they are in production. So trying to correlate that information and still figure out what all these workers are doing here. Here's a nice close-up of some of this equipment, including an industrial water trailer. Anyways, back to my point. If that one was nearly in production, what are all the additional workers doing? And it could be that they're building they're cloning that initial line, LFP line, and building a second one right next to it, and basically replicating it. Or it could be they're building Optimus in here. Tesla always has surprises. So we're gonna fly over the LFP battery factory, and we're gonna go right into the pilot production building that has built every Tesla semi that you see on the road. If you see those 12 bobtail semis, those are brand new. They've been sitting there for quite a while, but there were 32 originally. And this is where they're drawing from as they slowly phase in new companies receiving a handful of Tesla semis and adding them to their fleet to gather data and see how they can best utilize them. And by all accounts, the efficiency of these Tesla semis is amazing. And the only people who will buy Tesla semis and put them into their fleet are people who like money. If you're really altruistic, you could see that maybe lower cost of transportation could potentially lead to lower cost of goods, because I'm sure the corporations will pass on the savings to us, the consumers. Now we're going to fly over we're flying over the Tesla semi factory, the pilot production one, I should say. We're looking at the Tesla semi factory that's under construction, and all the way in the background is Gigafactory 1, where it all started. As you know, that this factory builds 2170 batteries that are from cells that are built on site by Panasonic and passed to Tesla, who put them in battery packs, and they also build drive motors here. One little quick look at the stamping press. I couldn't resist flying back over after spotting this, and you can see the separate video where we cover this in its entirety. But after flying over to the LFP factory, I wanted to see what kind of progress they had made. So forgive me, as I'm the main emphasis of this video is the LFP factory. But on the way home, I took a walk. Here's the LFP factory. One more good look at it. You're looking at the United States' first high volume LFP battery cell factory. Good job. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Giga semi coverage, Tesla semi coverage, and now LFP coverage. And I'm even going to try to work over to Redwood Materials and Redwood Energy and see if I can't do an occasional drone flight over there. Thanks.